short charge. Okay, deliverance from parental mistakes. Deliverance from parental mistakes. As we listen to this message, prepare your heart to pray. And also make up your mind not to make mistakes that will put your children in trouble. Now we are going to pray for ourselves this morning for deliverance from every mistake our parents had made that has landed us in trouble. And we also are going to take caution so that we will not make mistakes that will put our children in trouble. Ezekiel chapter 18. We'll read from verse 2 to 4. Ezekiel chapter 18. Verse 2 to 4. What mean ye that ye use this proverb concerning the land of Israel, saying, the fathers had eaten sour grapes, and the children's teeth are set on edge? As I live, saith the Lord God, ye shall not have occasion anymore to use this proverb in Israel. Behold, all souls are mine, as the soul of the father, so also the soul of the son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. Now, from the scriptures that we read, the Bible said, fathers have eaten sour grapes, and the children's teeth are set on edge. In other words, fathers have eaten grapes, and it's the children that are feeling the effect on their teeth. But God is assuring us that this will not happen again. In verse 3, he said, as I live, said the Lord, ye shall not have occasion anymore to use this proverb in Israel. He said, all souls are mine. As the soul of the father, so also the soul of the son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. Note, there are many of us going through challenges and tough times now. By the reason of the mistakes of our parents and error. The mistakes and error of our parents. Some of these parental mistakes and error are deliberate acts. Why some are of ignorance. Whichever way. Either it is deliberate, or it was out of ignorance. God will give us total and permanent deliverance. In the name of Jesus Christ. There are some parents that had gone to consult just for the family to experience peace and joy. You know, there are some families that had some challenges, and just for them to come out of that challenge, the father or mother had to go and do some consultation.
Ó ní àwọn ẹbí kan tí wọ́n máa ń ní ìpèníjà nínú ẹbí wọn tó yẹ pé kí wọ́n lè láti lè bọ́ nínú ìpèníjà náà wọ́n máa lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò.
And in the name of trying to bring solution to the problem of the family,
pẹ̀lú ìgbésẹ̀ láti mú ìyanjú wá sí ìpèníjà tí ó wà nínú ẹbí náà,
they bring the family into more problem.
wọ́n máa kó ẹbí náà sí wàhálà tí ó pọ̀.
The solution may give them temporary, the consultation may give them temporary solution.
Àyẹ̀wò tó lọ ṣe ó lè fún wọn ní ìdáǹdè díẹ̀.
But later bring more troubles.
Ṣùgbọ́n máa wá mú wàhálà tí ó pọ̀ máa mú wá sínú ayé wọn.
Let's see some parental mistakes from the Bible.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo àṣìṣe àwọn òbí láti inú Bíbélì.
First Chronicles.
Króníkà ìní.
Chapter 4.
Orí kẹrin.
We'll read verse 9 only.
A máa ka ẹsẹ̀ 9.
Number one mistake of a parent is the mother of Jabez.
Àṣìṣe àkọ́kọ́ láti ọwọ́ àwọn òbí àpẹẹrẹ ni ìyá Jábésì.
First Chronicles chapter 4 verse 9.
Króníkà kẹrin ìní orí kẹrin ẹsẹ̀ 9.
And Jabez was more honourable than his brethren, and his mother called his name Jabez, saying, because I bear him with sorrow.
Jábésì sì ṣe ọlọ́lá ju àwọn arákùnrin rẹ̀ lọ, ìyá rẹ̀ sì pe orúkọ rẹ̀ ní Jábésì wípé nítorí tí mo ti bí i pẹ̀lú ìbànújẹ́.
Now, was it the fault of Jabez that the mother had the problem she had before the birth of Jabez?
Ṣé kí Jábésì tó wáyé ni àwọn òbí rẹ̀ ti ní ìdojúkọ tí wọ́n ní àbí nígbà tí wọ́n bí tán?
Now I said, is it the fault of Jabez? Is it Jabez's fault?
Ṣé ẹjọ́ Jábésì
that the mother experienced pain and sorrow when she was?
Ṣé ẹjọ́ Jábésì ni pé ìyá rẹ̀ ní ìlàkọjá ìrora nígbà tí ó fẹ́ bí?
It was never the fault of Jabez.
Kò kí ń ṣe ẹjọ́ Jábésì.
But the mother said, because I had pain, I had sorrow, possibly during your pregnancy, like that, your name is sorrow.
Bóyá torí pé ìyá rẹ̀ ní ìlàkọjá ìrora nígbà tí ó lóyún rẹ̀ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, ó wá pè ní ìbànújẹ́.
One day I was coming to the office.
Ìjọ́ kan wọ́n ń bọ̀ níbi iṣẹ́.
At the Ìyànà Mọ́ṣúárì bridge, we were waiting for the light to pass us.
Ní Ìyànà Mọ́ṣúárì wọ́n dúró kí iná kí ó jẹ́ kan kọjá.
Then there was this woman, not too old. She should be in her possibly early 30s.
Wọ́n ní arábìnrin kan wà tí ò tí lè ju bí ọmọ ọdún lọ.
Taking the small boy to school.
Tí ó mú ọmọ kékeré rẹ̀ lọ sí ilé ìwé.
I don't know, maybe it's her son, but I don't believe it's her son.
Wọ́n láwọn ò mọ̀ bóyá ọmọ rẹ̀ ni.
She was beating the boy. Ọmọ burúkú rí jáde, mú jáde.
Ó wá gba ọmọ burúkú rìn síwájú nílẹ̀.
And somebody that was standing said, ó lè jẹ́ bàbá ọmọ yìí ló ṣe ọmọ yìí báyìí, ó lè ná ọmọ yìí báyìí.
Ẹnìkan tó wá dúró ní ó ní maybe it's the father that offended the mother. That is why the woman is treating the child like that.
Myself, I was like, why is this? That boy should be like maybe 2+ or 3 years old.
Ọmọ náà lè ju dábí ọmọ ọdún 2 àbí 3 lọ.
Normally, this woman is supposed to carry this child.
Ó yẹ kí obìnrin náà yẹ kó gbé ọmọ náà kí ó gbé sọ́wọ́ ni.
If not for anything.
Tí ó bá kí n ṣe fún nǹkan kan.
The busy way of Ìyànà Mọ́ṣúárì, you know Ìyànà Mọ́ṣúárì bridge, how that place is used to be busy normally in the morning.
Àrí bí Ìyànà Mọ́ṣúárì àwọn bíbẹ̀ ṣe máa ń rí ní òwúrọ̀ tí gbogbo ẹ̀ máa ń kọ́.
She was not holding the child.
Kò di ọmọ náà mú.
She was beating the child. Kúrò, mú, ọmọ burúkú.
Ó nà gba kúrò nílẹ̀.
And I began to reason according to what that man said.
Wọ́n láwọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wá ronú.
Possibly the father of the child had made that woman angry. That's why the woman is responding to that child like that.
Wọ́n láwọn ń rò pé bóyá bàbá ọmọ náà ló jẹ́ kí obìnrin náà bínú tí ó fi wá ń
Do you
wà
know
sí
that
ọmọ
as
náà?
some people that were giving birth to as a result of possibly unwanted pregnancy or out of wedlock, or maybe when they had the pregnancy there is hardship in the family, no money, nothing like that, the parents decide to put that pain on that child.
Bóyá ẹni bí àwọn lóyún ọmọ náà láì tí ì ṣègbéyàwó àbí nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ tó fi bí wọn náà àbí ìrora kan wáyé ní ìgbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ bí ọmọ náà wọ́n máa wá fi ìkanra
Now I want to believe that it was not labor pain that made Jabez's mother to name Jabez sorrow.
Mo fẹ́ gbàgbọ́ pé kò kì í ṣe ìrora tí ìyá Jábésì là kọjá ló fi sọ Jábésì ní ìrù ìbànújẹ́.
That is the labor pain, ìrora. During labor.
Ìrora nígbà tó fẹ́ bímọ.
If not, everybody would have named their children sorrow because no woman that does not go through labor pain. It's just that the level of the pain differs.
Tí ó bá kì í ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo obìnrin ni ò bá sọ àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ ní ìbànújẹ́ torí pé gbogbo obìnrin ló ní ìlọ́kọjá ìrora tó bá fẹ́ bímọ.
So it may be that maybe they had financial crisis or maybe it was during the pregnancy of Jabez the man left the woman or possibly it was an unwanted pregnancy.
Bóyá ní ìgbà tí ìyá rẹ̀ lóyún rẹ̀ ni bàbá rẹ̀ fi sílẹ̀ àbí ó jẹ́ oyún tí kò fẹ́ ní nígbà tí wọ́n ní.
So the pain, the psychological trauma the woman went through and all the pain she went through the 9 months made her to say, you, because you made me go through this kind of stress, mentally, psychologically, financially, your name is on.
Bóyá torí ìrora tí ó là kọjá nígbà tí ó lóyún rẹ̀ fún odidi oṣù 9 gbogbo nǹkan tí ó ṣe nígbà náà ló fi sọ orúkọ rẹ̀ ní ìwọ ó jẹ́ kí n la ìrora ìkọjá ìbànújẹ́ lórúkọ rẹ̀ á máa jẹ́.
You are seated this morning listening to me.
O jókòó sí nínú òwúrọ̀ yìí tó ń gbọ́ mi.
You didn't know what happened in the course of the pregnancy.
O mọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tó ń lóyún rẹ̀.
You don't know what or where your parents went to.
O mọ ibi tí àwọn òbí rẹ̀ tí wọ́n lọ nígbà tó ń lóyún rẹ̀.
You don't know who came around when they had you.
O mọ àwọn tí ó wà ní agbègbè náà nígbà tó ń bí ọ sáyé.
You don't know who carried you.
O mọ ẹni tí ó gbé ẹ.
I heard this story recently.
Ọlọ́run gbọ́ ìtàn ni.
A woman had a child. They still she had that child through cesarean section.
Bímọ náà nípasẹ̀ iṣẹ́ abẹ.
So she was not conscious yet coming out from the injection they gave her to make her sleep and not go through pain during the cesarean section.
Kò tí ìsáyẹ kó mọ kó ní ìmọ̀lára ìrora náà torí wọ́n fún lábẹ́ nígbà tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ abẹ fún.
So she was not conscious enough.
Kò tí ì mọ̀ dáradára.
She saw somebody, not a dream, she saw somebody entered the wall.
Ó rí pé kò ṣàlà, ó rí pé ènìyàn wọ inú yàrá tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ abẹ náà.
Carried the child.
Wọ́n wá gbé ọmọ náà.
Say some things.
Ó wá sọ nǹkan kan.
And brought the child and left.
Ọmọ náà sílẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ padà.
Then after some time, the baby developed some challenges.
Ní láìpẹ́ ọmọ náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní àwọn ìpèníjà.
Then after some time, the baby died.
Kò pẹ́ kò jìnnà ọmọ náà kú.
Now, she said, I knew somebody entered, but I was unconscious. I knew that somebody entered, carried that baby, said some things, but I cannot picture the person.
Wọ́n ní pé arábìnrin náà sọ pé òun rí gbàtẹ́ni náà wọlé pé bò ṣùgbọ́n òun ò lè rí ojú ẹni náà pé ẹni báyìí.
Now, do you know how many people they've spoken to their life like that?
Ǹjẹ́ mo yẹ ayé àwọn ènìyàn tí wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ sínú rẹ̀ báyìí?
Do you know?
Ṣé ẹ mọ̀?
They just grew up into problem.
Wọ́n kọ̀ dàgbà sínú ìṣòro.
They just grew up into trouble.
Wọ́n kọ̀ dàgbà sínú wàhálà.
Number 2.
Ìkejì. Noah.
Genesis chapter 9.
Genesis orí 9.
Verse 20 to 25.
Sí ẹsẹ̀ 25.
Genesis chapter 9 verse 20.
Genesis orí 9
to 25. And Noah began to be an husbandman, and he planted a vineyard, and he drank of the wine and was drunken, and was uncovered within his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his 2 brethren without. And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders, and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. And Noah awoke from his wine, and knew that his younger son had done unto him, and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall be unto his brethren. Now, was it the fault of Canaan that the father went and drink of stupor?
Ṣé ó jẹ́ ẹ̀bi Kénáánì ni bàbá rẹ̀ fi mutí àmupara?
Was it the fault of Canaan?
Ṣẹ́jọ́ rẹ̀ ni.
Now, somebody would have said, why did you go and tell his brethren? Would have covered the man.
Wípé kí ló yẹ tó fi lọ ẹnìkan sọ pé kí ló yẹ tó fi lọ sọ fún àwọn arákùnrin ó yẹ kó ti faṣọ bò ó.
From what we just read, is the last baby of the house.
Pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí a kà ó jẹ́ àbígbẹ̀yìn nínú ilé.
It's possible he does not have that wisdom yet.
Bóyá kò tí ì ní ọgbọ́n náà nígbà náà.
And maybe possibly because he has never seen anything like that in his life.
Bóyá kò tí ì rí orúkọ
Or possibly he has
báyìí
never seen his dad being naked, so it was strange to him. He ran to his sister and said, come and see that your dad is naked.
Bóyá kò tí ì rí bàbá rẹ̀ ní òhò rí ó jẹ́ nǹkan tí ó ṣàjèjì sí ó wá sáré lọ bá àwọn arákùnrin pé ẹ wá wo bàbá wa wà ní òhò.
The Bible said,
Bíbélì sọ wípé
when the man woke up,
ní ìgbà tí arákùnrin náà jí
he placed curse on that child Canaan.
ó gé ègún lórí arákùnrin náà Kénáánì.
I'm talking about deliverance from parental mistakes.
Sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìtúsílẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ àṣìṣe àwọn òbí.
Now, it was a mistake of Noah to have gone drunk and naked himself.
Àṣìṣe Noah ni wípé ó mutí àmupara ó sì já rẹ̀ sí òhò.
We can also say it was the mistake of Canaan to have gone and called his siblings come and see the father's nakedness.
Àti lè sọ wípé àṣìṣe Kénáánì ni wípé nígbà tó rí pé bàbá rẹ̀ wà ní òhò lọ pé àwọn arákùnrin rẹ̀ kọ́ wá wo ìhòòhò bàbá wọn.
But the mistake of Noah made his son Canaan to make a mistake that made him to curse the son.
Ṣùgbọ́n àṣìṣe Noah ó jẹ́ kí ọmọ rẹ̀ Kénáánì kí ó ṣe àṣìṣe tí ó fi gé ègún fún.
Do you know that there are some of us when we are much younger?
Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nígbà tá a ṣì kéré.
We have done things that angered our parents and made them to say some things negative into our lives.
A ti ṣe àwọn òbí wa tó jẹ́ kó sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tí ò dá sínú ayé wa.
You will hear some mothers say, "Tó bá ń ṣe pé mo bí ẹ."
A máa gbọ́ tí àwọn òbí kan máa sọ pé if I were not the one that born you.
You will hear some mothers say, "Tó bá ń ṣe ọyàn yìí ló mú."
Or if it's not this breast that you suck.
That alone is a curse.
Ìyẹn nìkan ó ti jẹ́ ègún.
And that is why I want to beg us this morning.
Ìdí ni tí mo fẹ́ fi pè wá ní òwúrọ̀ yìí.
By the time we begin to pray, please pray.
Tí a bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í gbàdúrà ìjọ̀wọ́ gbàdúrà.
I'm not saying you are under a curse.
Mi ò sọ pé o wà lábẹ́ ègún kan.
I'm not saying your parents cursed you.
Mi ò sọ pé àwọn òbí rẹ̀ gégùn fún ọ.
But there may be tendency that one thing or the other happened when you were much younger out of ignorance.
Nǹkan kan ti lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìgbà tí wọ́n bí ọ tí àwọn òbí rẹ̀ bí ẹ sáyé nínú àìmọ̀kan wọn.
Like we saw, I'm very, very sure that Canaan going to go and tell the siblings, come and see daddy. It was out of ignorance.
Àwọn ọmọ mọ̀ wípé ní ìgbà tí Kénáánì rí ìhòòhò bàbá rẹ̀ tó lọ sọ fún àwọn arákùnrin pé ẹ wá wo bàbá wa ó ṣe é nínú àìmọ̀kan.
I'm sure the siblings were aware that it is wrong for us to see our father's nakedness. That was why they carried the wrapper and went through back and covered their father. Instead of going to see first before coming. They did not even see at all.
Wọ́n ní ó dá wọn lójú wípé àwọn arákùnrin Kénáánì wọ́n mọ̀ wípé kò dáa láti rí ìhòòhò bàbá wọn torí náà ni wọ́n mú aṣọ wọ́n fi lọ bo ìhòòhò bàbá wọn kọ́kọ́ lọ wo bàbá wọn kọ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá lọ mú aṣọ.
Some of us when we were much younger, maybe you did something or yes, out of ignorance and daddy or mommy shouted at you and you feel that what have I done and you shouted back at them.
Bóyá a ti ṣe bàbá àbí ìyá wa rí tí wọ́n pariwo mọ́ wọn táwa wò wípé kí ni mo ṣe fún wọn táwọn náà wá pariwo mọ́ wọn padà.
All they did what you feel is not okay and you just walked out on them.
Àbí wọ́n ṣe nǹkan tí o rí wípé kò dáa tí o rìn kúrò níwájú wọn.
All they did what you feel is not okay, you just slammed the door on them and walked out.
Àbí o wò wípé wọ́n ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa fún wọn tilẹ̀kùn mọ́ wọn lórí kò jáde.
You may be saying, they didn't say anything when I did that, they didn't curse me.
O lè máa sọ wípé wọn sọ gbọ́kàn wọn jẹ́gun fún mi nígbà tí mo hùwà yìí.
They don't need to curse you, they don't need to say anything. That action alone is a curse on you.
Wọn ò ní láti gégùn fún ọ torí pé nǹkan tó ṣe lásán ó ti tó ègún fún ara rẹ̀.
Please, by the time we begin to pray.
Nígbà tá a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbàdúrà.
Pray.
Gbàdúrà.
Number 3.
Ìkẹta.
Rebecca, the mother of Jacob.
Rebecca, ìyá Jacob.
Genesis chapter 27.
Genesis orí kẹtàdínlógún.
Genesis chapter 27.
Genesis orí kẹtàdínlógún.
We'll read from verse 1.
Wọ́n kà láti ẹsẹ̀ kìíní.
Through verse 15 thereabout.
Dé ẹsẹ̀ kẹẹ̀dógún.
Genesis 27 from verse 1, I begin to read. And it came to pass that when Isaac was old, his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son, and said unto him, my son. And he said unto him, behold, here am I. And he said, behold, now I am old, and I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out of the field, and go out to the field, and take me some venison, and make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. Verse 5, and Rebekah heard when Isaac said to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison, and to bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and bless thee before the Lord before my death. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. Go now to the flock, and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father peradventure will feel me, and I shall sing to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. And his mother said unto him, upon me be thy curse, my son, only obey my voice, and go fetch me them. And he went and fetched them, and brought them to his mother. And his mother made savory meat, such as his father loved. And Rebekah took goodly remnant of her eldest son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob her young son. And he put the skin of the kids of the goats upon his hands, and upon the smooth of his neck. Now, this was a mother teaching the younger son to take the elder brother's blessing.
Eléyìí jẹ́ ìyá tí ó ń kọ́ àbúrò rẹ̀ láti gba ogún ìbí ẹ̀gbọ́n rẹ̀.
And somebody is saying, but Esau sold his birthright now.
Ẹnìkan sọ wípé Esau ló ta ogún ìbí rẹ̀.
No, there is no good mother that will hear that, because I want to believe that Rebekah was not there when the issue of birthright happened.
Mo gbàgbọ́ wípé Rebekah ò sí níbẹ̀ nígbà tí títí ogún ìbí tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀.
Because if she were to be there when they were saying, give me the food, I will give you my birthright,
Torí tí ó bá wà
you would have told them, stop that nonsense.
Nígbà tí wọ́n sọ wípé ó yá gbóúnjẹ fún mi kí n fún ẹ ní ogún ìbí mi láti dá wọn lẹ́kùn, ó ti máa sọ fún wọn wípé wọ́n dẹ́kun láti máa sọ
Is that he tells Jacob, what nonsense is that? Can't you give your brother food? Must he collect your birthright? Must he give you your birthright because before you give him food? Don't be a wicked brother. Give your brother food, Jerry.
Ó lè sọ pé má jẹ́ ìmọ̀ búburú fún ṣé lórí oúnjẹ ló fẹ́ fi gba ogún ìdí ẹ̀gbọ́n rẹ̀ kó jẹ fún.
Or he will say that Esau, don't mind Jacob. Come and take food. Come, let me quickly make it for you.
Tàbí kó sọ pé Esau má dá ẹ̀gbọ́n rẹ̀ lóhùn wá jẹ́ kí n dáná fún ọkọ jẹ.
But I'm sure he was not there.
Ó dá mi pé kò sí níbẹ̀.
But I'm sure somehow it will get to our hearing that Esau has sold his birthright to his younger brother because of food.
Ṣùgbọ́n ó máa gbọ́ wípé Esau ti ta ogún ìbí rẹ̀ fún àbúrò rẹ̀ torí oúnjẹ.
No good mother will hear that kind of a thing and will not call the children and say, come, what did you people said happen? Are you sure you are okay?
Kò sí ìyá gidi tí ó máa gbọ́ orúkọ báyìí tí kò ní pe àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ sí àkíyèsí pé nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe yóò dá, ṣé ara yín dá.
Now, possibly this woman heard it and she did not do anything about it.
Bóyá arábìnrin náà wá gbọ́ kò ṣe kankan nípa rẹ̀.
So when it was time for Isaac to die,
nígbà tó wá tó àkókò fún Ísákì láti kú,
and he needs to bless the first son,
tí ó nílò láti súre fún àkọ́bí rẹ̀,
and he called him, go and get me food.
Ó wá pé lọ bá mi dáná oúnjẹ wá.
let me eat
jẹ́ kí n jẹ
so that I can pray for you.
kí n lè súre fún ọ.
Then the mother went and told the younger brother, come, your father wants to die. Come and collect the blessing that is meant for your elder brother.
Ìyá náà wá lọ sọ fún àbúrò wípé wá bàbá rẹ̀ ti fẹ́ kú, wá gba ire tí bàbá rẹ̀ fẹ́ sú fún ẹ̀gbọ́n rẹ̀.
The boy said, Mommy, Esau is hairy. Me, my body is smooth, good and fine. My father cannot see, but he knows our voices.
Ó wá sọ fún ìyá rẹ̀ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n mi nírun lára ṣùgbọ́n èmi ò nírun lára, kódà tí kò bá tiẹ̀ lè ríran ó dá ohùn wa mọ̀.
Okay, let's agree that the man is old. He cannot distinguish between the voice of Esau and Jacob. We know our dad. He doesn't just greet us. He will embrace us. He will touch us. Anytime that is greeting us, he always touch us. If parameter he touches me, I discover that my body is smooth. What will happen?
Káṣí ẹ̀wá wò pé bóyá torí pé ó ti dàgbà kò dá ohùn wa mọ̀. Bàbá wa tó bá fẹ́ kí wa, ó máa ń nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí láti máa dì mọ́ wa. Tí ó bá dì mọ́ mi, tí ó bá gbọ́ ara mi wò, tó bá rí pé kò kì í ṣe ẹ̀gbọ́n ní kọ́.
He will not bless me. He will curse me that I'm a cheat. I'm a thief.
Kò ní bùkún mi, yóò gégùn fún mi wípé olè ni mí.
And I don't want curse. Just allow me to be.
Mi ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ ẹ̀kún ṣàfi mí sílẹ̀ kí n wà.
The woman said, you are talking like a child.
Arábìnrin náà sọ wípé òun sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọmọdé.
Go and get me the food. I will dress you. You will not know.
Lọ gbé oúnjẹ náà wá fún mi, màá múra fún mi, kò ní mọ̀.
You know that there are some of us that took wrong decision and our parents supported us.
Ṣé mọ̀ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa a gbé ìgbésẹ̀ tí ó jẹ́ ìgbésẹ̀ búburú tí àwọn òbí wa tí wọ́n fọwọ́ kún wa.
A daughter that is in school that is bringing money for the mother is collecting.
Obìnrin tí ó wà ní ilé ìwé tí ó ń mú owó wálé fún ìyá rẹ̀ tí ìyá sì ń gbà.
Or a daughter that is still coming back home buying gifts for the mother. Mother is not saying, which work are you doing in school that you are buying me this kind of gift?
Tàbí ọmọ tí ó ń bọ̀ láti ilé ìwé tó ń ra ẹ̀bùn wá fún ìyá rẹ̀ láti ilé ìwé tí ìyá náà sì béèrè lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ pé orú iṣẹ́ wo ló ń ṣe tí ó fi ra ẹ̀bùn tó tóbi báyìí.
A child that is not working, that is always bringing food to the house, and the parents are collecting and they are eating, they didn't ask the child, where did you see the food?
Ọmọ tí ó jáde tí ó gbóúnjẹ wálé tó ń rí pé ó ń jẹun tí wọn ò béèrè lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ pé bolo tí ló ń jẹ tó ń jẹ.
Do you know that as some parents they know that this thing my children are doing very, very wrong? Instead of correcting that child or scolding that child, they kept quiet.
Ìjẹ́ mọ̀ pé àwọn òbí kan wà pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí àwọn ọmọ wọn ń ṣe ó burú ṣùgbọ́n èyí tí ó fi yẹ kí wọ́n bá wọn wí kí wọ́n lè yí padà kó ṣe nǹkan tí ó tọ́ ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n máa wò wọ́n.
Some parents that knew that their child is doing yahoo yahoo and yet they are collecting money.
Àwọn ọmọ tó jẹ́ pé àwọn òbí tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ wọn ń ṣe yahoo yahoo wọ́n sì ń gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn.
And they are praying for that kind of a child.
Wọ́n sì ń gbàdúrà fún irú ọmọ báyìí.
Wà á máa rí ṣe ọ̀nà á máa là.
Ọ̀nà yẹn máa là wà á máa ríṣẹ́ ṣe.
We are talking about parental mistakes.
À ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àṣìṣe àwọn òbí.
Jacob said, Mommy, I don't want a curse. My dad will know that this is not Esau. He said, don't worry, we will package everything.
Jacob sọ wípé ègún leléyìí mi ò fẹ́ kí bàbá mi mọ̀ wípé mi ò kì í ṣe Esau.
We will package everything.
Ó ní máa ṣèyọnu a máa bá
We will arrange everything.
A máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ bí ó ṣe tọ́.
And she did as she has promised.
Ó sọ bí ó ṣe ṣèlérí rẹ̀ fún.
And when the boy got there, the father said, this body I am touching is Esau's body, but the voice I'm hearing is Jacob's voice.
Ní ìgbà tí ó dọ̀dọ̀ bàbá rẹ̀, ó ní ara tí mò ń fọwọ́ kàn ó jẹ́ ara Esau ṣùgbọ́n ohùn tí mò ń gbọ́ ó jẹ́ ohùn Jákọ́bù.
Jacob said, it is Esau that you are old, you are not hearing the voice very well.
Jacob sọ wípé Esau ni bàbá ẹ̀ ti dàgbà ẹ̀ gbóhùn náà dáradára.
Because the mother taught him to cheat, to steal.
Torí ìyá rẹ̀ kọ́ bí ó ṣe máa jalè.
And eventually,
lẹ́yìn rẹ̀
the man collected the food, had the food, and gave the blessing that was meant for his elder brother too.
Arákùnrin náà jóúnjẹ náà. Àdúrà tí ó yẹ kí ó gbà fún ẹ̀gbọ́n ó gbà fún àbúrò.
A mother bringing enmity between her own children.
Ìyá tí ó ń mú ìkùnsínú wá láàrin àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀.
And after the man has blessed him, the mother said, come and run to your uncle Laban, because if Esau comes, he will kill you. And I don't want him to kill you. Come and run and go and hide yourself.
Ìyá náà wá sọ fún ó yá wá lọ máa sáré lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n rẹ̀ Lábánì torí pé tí ó bá fi lè dé tí ó bá fi lè mọ̀ wípé ó ti gba ìbùkún òun yóò pa ọ́ ni.
And the woman brought division, brought hatred to the children she gave birth to.
arábìnrin náà sì mú ìyapa ó mú ìkórìíra wá sáàárín àwọn ọmọ tí ó bí fúnra rẹ̀.
I don't think there is any mother or father that will be happy see division among his children.
ó dá mi lójú pé kò sí ìyá tàbí bàbá tí tínú rẹ̀ máa dùn tí ó rí ìyapa láàárín àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀.
No parents will be happy.
kò sí òbí tínú rẹ̀ máa dùn sórí
But
kọ́
this
báyìí.
woman by herself she orchestrated division.
ṣùgbọ́n arábìnrin yìí fún ara rẹ̀ ló jẹ́ kí ìyapa tó wá láàárín àwọn ọmọ náà.
We are going to pray this morning.
a máa gbàdúrà ní òwúrọ̀ yìí.
And I want to beg you by the mercies of God
mo fẹ́ bẹ̀ yín pẹ̀lú àna Ọlọ́run.
that you pray very
pé kí
well.
gbàdúrà náà dáradára.
Because you might not know where that problem is coming from.
torí ẹ lè má mọ ibi tí ìṣòro náà ti ń bọ̀.
You might not know where that trouble is coming
a lè má
from.
mọ ibi tí ìpèníjà náà ti ń bọ̀.
But God is Alpha and the Omega.
ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run ni alpha àti
He
omega.
knows the head from the
ó
beginning.
mọ òpin láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀.
He knows the source of that challenge.
ó mọ orísun ìpèníjà wa.
And He knows how to terminate it.
ó sì mọ bí ó ṣe mú un kúrò.
So I want to beg us by the mercies of God this
mo
morning.
rọ̀ wá nípasẹ̀ àánú Ọlọ́run ní òwúrọ̀ yìí.
By the time we begin to pray,
tí a bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbàdúrà
pray very well.
gbàdúrà náà dáradára.
Pray for your children.
gbà á fún àwọn ọmọ rẹ.
And after the now,
lẹ́yìn sí i
you yourself be conscious of not making any error and any mistake that will land your children in trouble.
ìwọ náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kíyèsára láti má ṣe àṣìṣe tí ó máa jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ rẹ kí wọ́n wọ wàhálà.
Rise on your feet.
dé lórí ẹsẹ̀ rẹ.